Hello and welcome to this brand new YouTube channel about a person, me, living with a chronic illness. Well, illness is plural because I have more than one. I have a medical condition called MALS, which stands for median arcuate ligament syndrome, and gastroparesis, which both of those conditions have caused me a lot of stomach problems, and that has resulted in me needing a surgical feeding tube. I have a GJ tube, which I've had for 4 years now, and I have my feeds right here in my backpack. I wanted to make a channel to show what it's like living with these rare and difficult conditions, because I know most people haven't heard of these conditions. They don't know what they all entail and how those of us who have these conditions suffer on a day-to-day basis. And I also wanted to just show other people that have these conditions that you're not alone, that there's others who know what it's like, because I think one of the most important things we can have as people with chronic illness is a community that supports each other, that is there for each other, that, you know, lets you know you're not alone in fighting these battles. This video is just a vlog to show what a regular day in my life looks like, but I will be making more videos that talk more in depth about my conditions and just like all the symptoms and how I was diagnosed, because it was a very long and difficult process. So I will be making more videos about that pretty soon. Happy Saturday, February 4th. Today I am going to be going to the store, to Walmart, to do a little bit of shopping. We recently had our annual winter storm here. I live in Texas, so we usually get one every year, one really bad one with snow or ice, and that happened to happen this past week. So I've been stuck inside for about 4 days now, and the cabin fever struggle is real. So I'm excited to finally go out after so long and be amongst people, see the sun, breathe fresh air, and hopefully the store is not too packed. Probably everybody else is taking advantage of the fact that the sun is out today, and it's a Saturday, so everybody's going to be doing their shopping, so hopefully it's not too bad in the store, but I'm mostly just I'm back from the store and it wasn't too bad. The lines weren't like long or anything, so that's good. I didn't really get much. I was gonna show what I got from the store, and I mostly just went because I needed some Vaseline. The dermatologist that I see I get really bad irritation around my tube. It gets like really red and painful. I usually get granulation tissue, which if you have a feeding tube, you'll know that that's very painful. It's not a very good experience. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. But I have issues with it's just recurring no matter what I do, what like creams or ointments or whatever I do around my tube, around my stoma. I just get irritation. Like, it's just gonna happen. I can't really do much to avoid it. But the dermatologist recommended that I buy Vaseline to put around my stoma, because I know a lot of people have said that they use zinc oxide ointments, and I've tried them all, and I don't know, for me they cause a reaction. Like, they cause a really awful stinging sensation, like they actually cause me pain. So I told that to the dermatologist, which is why he recommended the Vaseline. He says because it's so simple that it's more likely to not cause like irritation or have any allergens or anything like that. So I'm going to try and use that as a barrier cream. Right now it hasn't been too bad. I've been really lucky. Like, the past like 2 months it's been pretty okay. So I will be trying that out and seeing how it goes. Right now I'm not using anything on there and it's been fine, so I don't know, I guess maybe I'll wait until it starts getting worse. And usually when I get really bad leakage, which doesn't always happen, but it does happen sometimes, where I get horrible leakage and I have to change my gauze like 2 or 3 times a day, then that's probably when I'll use the Vaseline to protect the skin from the moisture and the stomach acid and all those gross things that I'm sure most of you don't want to hear about. So yeah, I just got that and a pencil sharpener for my eyeliner, because my eyeliner, I have an eyeliner and it broke, so I need a pencil sharpener for that. I don't really use makeup all that much, but lately I've been trying to start sometimes when I go out. Most of the time I don't really have like energy to kind of glam myself up a lot, but you know, every once in a while it's kind of nice to just, you know, get dressed up, put on a little bit of makeup and treat yourself. So yeah, so that's all I really got from this store. Wasn't much. I mostly just went to go out and leave the house for a little bit. I got this package in the mail. I ordered some tubey clips and a port cover for my tube, and they came in today in this really cute packaging. I really like the purple polka dots, and I thought I would open it here so you guys can see what I got. So I'm gonna open that up right now. I know most people get their stuff from Etsy. I usually get mine from Etsy too, but I found this woman in one of the groups that I'm in, and you can like custom like choose what fabrics you want, and she'll make the things. Like, you pick out the fabrics and she'll make the stuff. Let's see. So these are the things that I ordered. And this is the name of the business. It's called Stripes and Swag Co. on Facebook. I think they also have an Etsy. I messaged the owner on Facebook to order. And so I got a port cover for my tube because and I just don't like, whenever I go out, when I'm going outside with my tube, I don't like having just like this hanging out. I don't know, I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, so I feel better like having this, to the port cover, to keep it a little bit cleaner. I got a little unicorn. It's really cute, and you can tell it's really well made too. It's like, it's thick, so it'll absorb if you get any like spilling from the formula, which is nice. So I really like that. And I got a tubing clip for the excess tubing, because as those of you who have tubes know, there's a lot of tubing from the giving set, and then also like the extension, because I have a Mickey. So I use tubing clips to kind of keep that out of the way, because sometimes I'll accidentally, like, I'll pull the tubing if I'm sitting down, or like on the edge of a table, on the edge of something. I'll forget that I'm hooked up, which is stupid because I've had this for like 4 years now, but I'll forget because I'm not hooked up 24/7, and I'll get up all of a sudden and the tubing will kind of like yank on the edge of like the table or something, which hurts. So these are pretty good for, you know, kind of keeping it out of the way, keeping the long tubing out of the way, which is really cute. I got the ones with the 2 buttons, which I think are, and I think they hold the tubing better, because mine tends to kink a lot, and when the tubing kinks, it makes the alarm goes off on the pump, which is annoying. So hopefully, you know, with the 2 buttons, it holds it better, keeps it from kinking. I also got this one from it's like a little sloth print, which is I've heard on like online, I think I've seen that the sloth is like the mascot for like gastroparesis, so I got it because of that. And it's like, I don't know, it's really cute. Look at the little sloth. I don't know, I thought that was cute. And she also included a tubie pad with the sloth. It's really cute. I love that. It's adorable. So yeah, I don't know, these look really well made. Like, they're very thick. It's not like a thin fabric, so I think that you guys should definitely check out this shop. And the owner, I was talking to the owner, and she's also a tubie, I think. Also has chronic illness, so if you guys want to check them out, this is Stripes and Swag Co. They have cute stuff, so definitely, you know, look into that. Thank you so much to Amanda for these wonderful things. I really, really like them. I was just resting for a bit, watching some YouTube videos on my iPad, and now I'm going to open up the box that my monthly supplies came in and make sure that I got everything I needed, because my supply company they always mess up. They always either send me too many supplies, or they forget to send me something, or they send me the wrong thing. So I just didn't want to have to deal with that earlier. Now I'm gonna open up the box and make sure that they sent me everything that they were supposed to. See what's inside. So, gotta check the packing slip. So every month I get 4 of these little syringes, lure lock syringes, that I use to check the balloon level, the amount of water in the balloon in my tube, because I have a Mickey low profile tube, and it does, instead of a hard bumper, it has a balloon, and I have to check the water levels whenever the tube is kind of coming out a lot from my body, like there's a gap, make sure that there's not water missing, which I typically do like once or twice a month. And then I also get these are the extension sets that hook up to my low profile tube, which is like, it's essentially like in a regular tube, a dangler tube. This is like the part that, essentially the tube part. And I usually get 3 of these a month, which really sucks because they used to send me 5. And these are very, like, they wear down really quickly, so I have to use them. They usually only last about 6-7 days, but I have to try and make it work because I only get 3 a month. So, you know, obviously if it would only last me about 3 weeks, I have to try to make them work for like 4 weeks. It sucks, but oh well. And then I use these catheter tip syringes to flush my tube with water before hooking up to feeds, and when I'm unhooking, and I get 5 of these. And lastly, I get 15 of these bags that go with my pump. I have the infinity pump, and I use these bags. They're called like feeding sets. This is where I put the formula in and then put it inside my pump, and it feeds the formula into my tube. And they just recently switched out the bags. They used to have this the little Christmas tree adapter. They recently switched them all to infit, but I still get the regular, the legacy connector extension. So technically, so these bags wouldn't work with these extensions because they need to have the little Christmas tree adapter. but thankfully I still have some bags because I usually use them about 3 or 4 days. One single bag will last me 3 or 4 days, so I still have extras, which is good because otherwise I wouldn't be able to use, if I only had these bags. They've been sending me these like the past like 2 months, I think. They've sent me these benefit bags and I can't use them because I only have the legacy extensions. So I don't know, I might have to call them and ask. But my supply company, they're the worst. They never, if I ever have issues or anything, like they always give me like an attitude, like I'm being annoying for bringing up issues with them or whatever. But I mean, I am technically paying for the service, so whatever. So they actually did give me everything they were supposed to this month, so yay for that. And I'll go organize it later. I don't really have like a very organized setup for my supplies, so I'm not going to be showing that just because it's basically, I'll just put it in a like a big box. I do want to eventually organize it, I just haven't gotten around to it. And I'm just gonna relax the rest of the night and watch a movie in the living room with my family.
Very sexy. Same. Really? Rip off your shirt!
My feed just finished, so I'm going out of the backpack that I use for when I go out. So it's currently 9:08 p.m. So I wanted to come on here and wrap this up and close the vlog, since the only thing I'll be doing from now until I go to bed is getting ready for bed, setting up my nighttime feed, and then probably just reading on my phone until like midnight or later. And also I just wanted to say that since next week I think is feeding tube awareness week, I'll probably be doing a video on my story on how I ended up with a feeding tube, and you know, kind of go more in depth into like how my condition got worse and I ended up needing a feeding tube, and also might like show you how I set up my feeds and stuff like that, and go more into detail about all of that. And also just I'll be doing more vlogs and also more videos that explain more about my conditions, gastroparesis and MALS, and also chronic pain that I have and I deal with. So those will be the type of videos that I'll be uploading onto this channel. Some sometime soon, and maybe also just videos on things that I think might help others who have like chronic illness or my conditions, maybe like tips or things that people might find useful. And yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you if you watched this whole thing. I know it might have not been the most exciting day, most exciting vlog, but yeah, I mean, this is essentially more or less a day in my life. And if you like the video, if you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, and also give it a like. So thank you and good night.